Calling all retro gamers.
Calling all retro gamers!
Calling all retro gamers!
Calling all retro gamers!
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Calling All Retro Gamers, your semi-weekly excuse to just hang out with some people and talk some retro. I'm one of your hosts, Rich. We got Ed right here.
Hey, what's up?
The Evercade Effect himself. What's going on?
Oh man, feels like it's been too long since the last time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was but February the last time we were hanging out, but not too far away.
Yeah.
It was actually 2 weeks. 2 weeks exactly. So we're kind of getting back on the schedule here, which is great.
I like it. That's true. We've been back to we've been back to back.
Yeah. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. We got Phantom Fiction here in the chat. What's going on? He says good evening. Good evening to you, sir. On this fine night. We got some cool stuff for you today. We've got some cool things to talk about for games. We got some cool topics. And then while we're talking about the topics, we're going to break in with some other kind of neat things because it is time to continue some questing for me. So we're going to be playing some Full Void as we talk and see how far I can get. I am still locked in some kind of weird, I don't know.
How many hours do you have?
Kind of warehouse. Hour and a half was the first completion quest.
Okay. So you're almost
live stream.
halfway
So yeah, hopefully we're about halfway through. We'll see what's going on. I'm wearing my orange Atari Adventure shirt, feeling very retro. Hey, that's good stuff. That's very good
awesome.
Stuff. Yeah, I am less retro because I got the new jets going on. That's very retro. Right?
I get Vania. Yeah.
It's very cool. So, but I was watching a lot of retro indeed over the past couple of weekends as I don't know, I've been on an Arcus kick lately. Just watching Arcus on Twitch a lot. He is stupid good at playing games. And I don't know, he's just so entertaining. He's so laid back. He sits back there with his nice little 10-gallon hat and his super awesome mustache, and he just like destroys games, just absolutely annihilates them. All the while though, he's just like, yeah, I'm just playing these games, getting good bleeps and bloops, and then that's what I do, and it's like, it's so good. He just participated in an event called the Big 20. Do you know what the Big 20 is?
I think you might have told me we're like there's like 20 like indie games I think that they have to like speed run and play through.
Yeah, so it's a mix of all different games. It doesn't have to be indie.
Oh, okay, it doesn't have to be indie.
It could be, and it was like it's just games, right? And some of them you don't have to finish, but you have to get to a certain milestone, and some of them you do have to finish. But there's 20 of them, and you have to play them all in a row. You have to meet each requirement for each game in order to continue. And you have to play them all in a row in one sitting. And it's just a big speedrun race. It's incredible to watch. It's absolutely incredible to watch. And even crazier is the fact that watching all of these runners go through, half of them don't know more than half of the available games on the list before they actually start running.
Oh,
so
wow.
They're coming in cold. Arcus took they gave him about a month to practice, right? So a lot of his live streams in the early days, right after the list comes out, is just him playing game after game after game after game, just trying to learn it. Because he's like, I never played this one before. So like he'll have like 2 6-7 hour streams of just him learning the game. And it's so fascinating to see like a big speedrunner like him just kind of go through the process and learn. It's one of the most fun I've had watching Twitch in a long, long time. And then on top of it, you get to the big event, and now you've seen like the whole culmination of him like dying 27 times to one thing, all the way through to him nailing a PB on the race day. and it's like, man, what an adventure! What a really cool thing this is. And it's just really neat. I actually liked it so much I started going and watching back. He actually does it for fun on his own. He'll go back and oh man,
I was just looking at his
awesome.
Twitch. Yeah, you could buy that shirt if that's
that is like. Awesome. Is there more merch or is that just it?
Let's see. Let me go.
It's Arcus and his cat on a horse.
Let's see. Yeah, see, so I went to his Twitch and it's about speedrunning cowboy, and I was like, huh, like no way. And then he says T-shirt buy, click here. So
okay, all right.
That's
cool.
Does he do this? Okay, so he streams 6 hours a day. So he does this full time, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. He's got 71,000 followers. Man, I wonder how many subs he has. That's a lot.
I think it's around 1,000 subs.
Dude,
I think he's got around 1,000 subs.
That's good because that's like what $5 grand a month, and then I think depending on what level, let's say they take half. That's
he's so good.
Yeah,
and it's so entertaining. Like literally, it's so entertaining to watch him. He's
got a Discord too.
Yeah, and he's got like some like pretty killer times. Like, look, if you check his speed runs, the speed run list, his Ninja Gaiden time, it's like 2 or 3 seconds away from the world record. He used to hold the world record in Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. He's is that a 458 or a 459 in Super Mario Brothers? Because that's 2 seconds away from world record.
Let me go back. Oh, you know what? It opened in a new window. Oh wow! Oh wow! 458. I was saying it opened a new window. I was like, can't you see him speedrunning? Yeah, that's very close to the world record of.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got a good Castlevania time, Batman time, whatever. It's cool. I actually watched him just today. He was doing what he calls the Arcathlon. So when the Big 20 isn't doing the Big 20, right? They do that every quarter, I think, or at least twice a year. But when they're not doing that, he'll like make up a list of his own favorite games and then do those. But those he'll do completely. So I'm watching Arcathlon 2 happened 2 months ago. And his first game was Battletoads. Dude. And I was like, you're gonna run Battletoads? Like, all right, I gotta watch this. It was a 40-minute run. But man, you can see how brutal that game is. And he's still so good. And that game is just unrelenting, man. It just comes for you. It's crazy.
I know.
And then the very next game he did in the list was, I know it's not 10 o'clock yet, but
Blast. Well, funny that you mentioned Sunsoft, because I was like, dude, he does the Sunsoft Batman.
Batman's one of his favorite games. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, no, I remember owning that as a kid, and it was crazy for its time because you had like all these different like weapons that he had, and you could jump on the wall like Ninja Gaiden, and that's a tough game.
Yeah. Oh, dude, watching him run Ninja Gaiden, dude, it's ridiculous. He has like a little song for almost each level, and it helps him get through it because he does a lot of like rhythm sync.
Oh, nice.
Like he syncs up his movements to like the background music, and then like I said, he has his own little thing. Like where he's like jumping, booming through whatever, and then but the reason why he says that is because he's performing these actions as it's doing it, so he knows on a beat, like almost on a metronome, exactly what to do, and that game is brutal too. Like that game is just absolutely insane, but he just cuts it through like nothing.
Nice. Yeah, that was great. That episode of Summoning Salt where like the Ninja Gaiden where they covered. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then actually I think that's where I got introduced to Arcus.
Yeah.
That episode. Because that was the one trip that I was driving home from Florida. I think it was the trip I did on my own. Where I put on Summoning Salt in the car, just to have something in the background, and I must have watched like 7 straight, like 3-hour summoning salts on the trip up because I had the time.
Dude, he has a great gimmick. Gimmick. Because like I didn't really remember any of their speedrunners, but when you said Arcus, I was like, is that the guy with the cowboy hat? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
I wouldn't have remembered Arcus, but like when you see that ridiculous cowboy hat and like his mustache, like, dude, that theme is great. Like I of all the speedrunners, I remember him because of that. So it's like
right. Yeah, he's got his own thing.
So I think that's great.
It's too cool.
That he
It's very, very neat.
That got tied in. Oh, so before I do forget, let me.
Yeah.
You can get an actual Steam game for free until what is it, like the 14th? And this I just came across, and I'll put the link. This I just came across some just like
there it is.
Yeah, let me share this, like from like CC or GG Deals or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Window. There we go. Yeah, Space Crew Legendary Edition. So it's I have no idea what this is, but even if you don't play PC games, you might as well have a Steam account and click on add to account. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, this I'll have to check out. Although I will say, like, I do have like a lot of free games, like just from Amazon Prime, like Epic and stuff that I don't play. But that's because you have to do. One of these days, I'm going to go through and like mess with those other launchers on Steam Deck. But if something like this, it's actually available on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can just like click a button, install it, I'll do it. Oh, they're coming out with a new game in 2024. Maybe that's.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, sometimes they'll give you a freebie because they want you to come back for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you mentioned the Amazon stuff, and I got to be more diligent about checking that every month. And I will be.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to get like Fallout 2 from good old good old gaming.
Yeah,
is available. So, but yeah, it's one
Fallout
of those things.
2 is available because Fallout was last month's game.
Yeah.
Well,
Fallout 2 is available.
I guess it's already. I guess I gotta already check this.
For good old gaming, I feel for the most part, I feel like I have ownership. Just Epic, it's kind of meh. But I will say though, they have like I think they have like most of the Atari like recharged games on the Epic. I just need to. It's not that difficult. There's literally like a script you can download from GitHub, and you can just install the different launchers on Steam Deck, and it's. I just got them. I think every time I want to do that, I'm like, oh, I just have these Steam games installed. I want to play.
Yeah, and I just installed all the launchers. On my computer here, I guess it's
nice. And then let's see. While we're sharing stuff, not anything that's free, but I always just like to keep an eye, like on bundles. And it's Fanatical. I say is the like the new Humble bundle because like Humble rarely has any good like $1 deals anymore, and like this. They still do, or you can get 5 for $2.99.
Yeah.
And there's one. As soon as I saw like I'm like the word squadron, I saw like what I believe looks like Japanese or Asian writing. I'm like, I bet this is a shooter, and it is. It's actually it's Steam Deck verified, so that I'll probably pick that up for $1. I'll buy that for $1.
All right, nice.
Actually, what's neat is let me see. If I can go here. I saw. It's called the Final Weapon. So check this out. What I think is neat, and kind of because you never know. It's kind of like this is an older game. It's Steam Deck verified. That kind of piqued my curiosity. And they said they did like a final update, like they reworked the boss fight, the new health bars. Like maybe the boss was like I don't know. Like super cheap, you can play it on the Steam Deck or Allies. Oh, okay, cool. I like it when older games get updates like this. So I'm like, okay. I'm like for $1, yeah, I'll take a chance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dollar games, not bad.
Well, it is. If that way, while you're playing your new Evercade collection, so then you don't have to feel bad like with a digital game rotting there. No, but that's. What else is interesting? Oh, so I guess I always have to. Talk about Game Boy. So what's like? I don't know. It's like I want to say for portable form factor, like this just like wins.
Which does?
like the GBA with reflection, just because.
Yeah.
For form factor, because you can fold it, put it in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the other day, went to my kiddo's concert, and well, like in the car, we can like listen to, me and my wife can listen to podcasts. But then kind of like when we're like in the building, there's like 15 or like 20 minutes. And so this so here's what I like about, because this is analog, right? Like what I love is that, for one, like the volume switch is like that. I can make sure it's all the way down, and then I can turn it off at any time where it save states. And then but again, the screen and the lighting was kind of crappy. But what do I have in here? I have like Super Mario World, which it's the Super Mario World Advance 2, which it has like the Super Nintendo version of like Super Mario World, but all these have regular Mario Brothers. So it's like
cool.
which is like a pretty good like arcade port. So it's like if you don't, and that's what I was kind of playing. So like if you want, and you only get like 1 credit. So like so I think it's neat that Nintendo threw. I have a few like I like these multi carts like the Konami collection, Namco, and there's just like 4 or 5 games. But yeah, it's like I really hope that Funny Playing, because I forget where I saw people in the YouTube comments when the streamers saying that they were working on a Game Boy Advance. Like I hope they work on a Game Boy Advance SP, or either that or at some point I'm going to have to mod a screen, because it's just I don't know. It would be way too expensive to do like the Super Pocket in this format, but it's like I wish I had that screen on here. I think mainly because of the Super Pocket. Like it's small, but it's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But for me, just to like kind of blindly put it in my pocket with my phone and stuff, I'm like, over time, I know the screen is going to get scratched all to hell. I don't. So that's maybe if I can find a case to fit it, I don't know, but I love it. And again, this is like only like if I was going on vacation, that's a different story. But this is just like, hey, I need to kill like 10, 20 minutes worth of time, and I don't want to be on my phone.
Yeah, no,
that's kind of what.
Cool though.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, but vacation wise, I'll have to test that out.
Nice. All right. So I think what we should do is keep the conversations rolling. Oh yes. Yeah, man. I had a razor. Those were cool. They were so thin, but also like it was awkward to hold. Like when you went to like call somebody, you felt like you were gonna snap the thing in half. It was crazy. So the Oh Yeah is back in business. It's ready to rock. So what I think we're gonna do now is continue these conversations rolling, but it is now officially Play and Chat and complete.
Hey, we even have a banner. Look at
That's
that production value.
That's right. We're in it. We're doing the thing.
Cool.
I'm gonna hit this button, and then also feel free to keep commenting. And as we're talking about all the awesome topics that we have ready to rock, and then we'll see how far I can get in this.
I think I know where you are from what you told me, but I don't want to say anything in case I accidentally spoil it.
Yeah, check this out. All right, let's go.
I didn't think it'd be too distracting. I'm like, I could be on my Evercade too, Dualcade.
Yeah, right. All right, ready? Here we are.
Yep.
We've gotten the thing. I'm gonna hit the button.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're here. Yeah, we're like electricity down there kills. Oh, yeah, and you got your buddy. Okay, yes.
Yep. Yeah, buddy is okay. Down this. Yeah. So I did this part a couple times and kept dying because I either got hit by the spider thing, or the thing was hitting my foot.
Should be able to. Can you duck?
Yeah, we can duck down.
Yeah,
but I can't. Oh, there we go.
Gotta
just getting.
Yeah,
my
now
bones.
you get to time the steam.
It's Contra.
Right.
Oh, speaking of Contra, that was the third game that Arcus ran in the Arcathlon.
Oh, nice.
And the Arcathlon 2. And he got through that. Was it 12 minutes? 11 minutes? 11 minutes. No code.
You know what? I just need to beat that without using the Konami code. I really do. for my own personal goal. Yep. There you go, and then you go up. Yeah, like it's one of those things where I don't want to say the word like perfect necessarily. Try maybe, but like overall, like Conjure's just a great game. Like everything from like the controls, the music, and the nostalgia factor. Oh yeah, I remember this puzzle very well. Mm-hmm. But Contra, it's one of those games. For me, I kind of feel like it's one of those games, like something maybe like Mike Tyson Punch Out, Mario, but like I could just pick up and play it, and just have a and just have a great time. But yeah, you just have to get into the zone. I think I forget. I was telling like I was playing that the other day on my PS4. Yeah, living room. I forget. We're just all kind of hanging out, and then I got to the frost level, and I think maybe I'd only died once. I still had spread. It was like one of the best games I played in a long time. Like it's funny. I can like hear summoning Salt's voice, like, and there was Ed on the best game of his life. But like what he, but and then I just like minimized it and paused, went to eat dinner, come back, watch shows, whatever. And then like the next day I went back and then like I just like blew through all my lives and died because like I just wasn't in the zone anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, I will tell you like just don't overthink this. Okay, actually, yeah, you're farther. Okay. Yeah, you're farther at the hour down. Yeah. You might be halfway. Oh, hey, Lord JRM is in the house.
Too far.
But this one actually I had to look up. Like I way overthought this one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, the puzzle?
Yes. Yeah. I was trying to make it like way too complicated. So that's only hint I'll give you. Just don't overthink it. It's stupidly easy once you see. You're like, oh.
All right.
But so while we're kind of talking about this, because calling on retro gamers, I would kind of feel like weird if we didn't say anything about what's in the news with the Nintendo.
Oh sure, yeah.
Yuzu and Citra and all that, and I've watched a few people.
So what's the Citra thing?
Okay. So Citra that was the 3DS simulator.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, but
they went after both.
Well, no, they went after you, but we'll get that was like kind of like a casualty of war. To kind of talk about. But I was going to say, like, I watched like Mad Little Pixel, Retro Game Corps, and a few other like YouTubers' opinions and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the biggest issue, right? Is that like Nintendo, they wouldn't have normally cared about the 3DS, like something that they're not actively selling or making money on,
right? Because
like right now, if you have a 3DS, you can't buy games directly from Nintendo, physical or digital. The store is shut down. If you're going to your local retro store, but Nintendo's not getting money, so it's like whether you're buying like actual games from a retro store, or let's say you're hacking a 3DS emulator, Nintendo isn't getting any money, and they they don't want that. They don't they don't want to take people's money. They shut down the store. So that like Citra, the only thing that put that attention is I think when or maybe I'm thinking the other like the Wii U emulator that they tried to integrate with Steam. But anyways, yes, Citra was like 3DS and DS. But so here's kind of the mistakes. Well, there's a few with Yuzu that they did. For one, it's like they went after like a current gen system, right? Because like I think we'd agree like the Switch really isn't a retro, and that's kind of like when you trade off accessibility for piracy. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, Nintendo's selling this; they're making money off of it. So that's kind of the first problem. The second biggest problem that Yuzu did was that it wasn't just something that they distributed. Like it wasn't just like, hey, here it is, free open source. You all can download it, right?
Okay.
So there was a free version of it, but they also had a paywall. And this is where here's the other thing too. The other thing is the fact that they actually like a registered LLC, like a US based company. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So like Nintendo could go. It's not like they weren't like out. It's like they weren't out there like in Brazil or some other country where they would have been harder. So that was kind of they made it really easy for Nintendo's lawyers to go after this. So it was kind of they were easy access to them, and they had a paywall. So I think if this was just open source and they weren't making any money off of it,
mm-hmm.
then I don't think Nintendo would have a case.
Got it.
But the other, and I'll get to how they did that in a second. But the other things that angered Nintendo was the fact that people like, what did they say? Like Breath of the Wild had been played like 1 million times before the game was officially out.
Mm-hmm.
So that got like a lot, that got like a lot of attention.
Yeah.
The fact that they're spreading, like all these games that like just come out, and then now people, it was really encouraging piracy, even though you had to have like encrypted keys and all that and stuff. And that's why with the Retro Game Corp, that's why he was like saying in his videos, he's like, hey, I would show off like retro handhelds, show off the capabilities, show off, kind of like assuming that if you dumped your own ROMs, but he would never like show how to do that. Like, hey, if you just wanted to buy this for the benchmarks, hey, Ian Hobbies,
Hey,
so I thought that was, but he did bring up a good point because he was saying that I think like a lot of YouTubers did bring I think did bring it to the attention of the public. Hey, you can download the simulator, you can play Switch games for free. So there definitely were people that were pirating it. There are also people that, let's say, they did have legit games and maybe they wanted to put it on a Steam Deck and be able to have like better resolution and but maybe they wanted to play it like not maybe like with some like the Switch was like inferior, like you could play it in docked mode and not just on the Steam Deck but on the Odin or whatever. So, but here's the biggest. So in addition to all those things I just mentioned, here's the biggest mistake. Their paywall is that they were getting like $30,000 to $50,000 a month through their Patreon.
Wow.
And because what you would like if you were to sign up, if you were to sign up for that, like I think at least at the $5 level, then you'd get their latest builds. Otherwise, you'd have to wait like a couple of weeks. So let's say like Breath of the Wild comes out, they have like if you were to join their Patreon, then they have like the release of it, the beta release where you could like automatically play it and you didn't have to wait. And so it's like here Nintendo sees somebody that they're getting like $30,000 to $50,000 a month. It's encouraging piracy. They're able to play all these games. You know what I mean? So I don't blame Nintendo for going after. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
But they did settle out of court for like $2.5 million, and they had to like hand over the source code, hand over like the domain, Discord, and shut all that down. And then they had to like write an apology that you could say their lawyer like told them to write, which basically they said our intention was never piracy, and we're sorry, But here's the reason why Citra, I say was a casualty of war. Because the lead developer on Yuzu, Bune, I think if I'm pronouncing his name right, he was also like, I don't know if the lead developer, but he was also developer of Citra.
Got it.
And because that was his other project that he worked on, I'm guessing that Nintendo like saw an opportunity and they're like, hey, not only do you have to shut down Yuzu, but you have to shut down all of the projects. They kind of used it as an excuse because that wasn't behind any type of paywall or anything. So yeah, that's why. So that that was kind of a casualty of war. What I think that this will do, though, I think like on the retro market, I think this will probably make the cost of like actual like DSs or 3DSs. It might make them might make the cost of those go up because it was kind of like the preferred way, anyways, to play emulation of those games because with the touch, with the dual screens and all that.
Right.
But there were other kind of ways around it. But that's really the only other way, to soft mod everything. Who else? I think that this also hurts. And what I like that Retro Games, but like, Mad Little Pixels opinions were funny, but
right.
I love those entertaining, but I liked how it's like Retro Game Corp's a little more analytical. I liked how he put out like a 22-minute video, but he was saying like where I think it has the biggest effect is. He was saying on his channel, people were commenting saying, oh, well, I was going to buy like an Odin 2 mainly because I wanted it to like emulate like Switch games and 3DS games. And now I don't think I'm going to get that anymore. So that kind of maybe sucks a little bit for, for people who are going to buy those systems to emulate all that. But I think I do agree with both of those guys. And it's Mad Little Pixel makes it, which I get. So you have to cover your butt. But no, I agree with what he said is that like, he was like saying, hey, maybe like, 5 or whatever years from now, like basically said like when they stop selling Switch games and it kind of becomes like the 3DS, he's like, sure, I may emulate it. And that's where like as much as like let's say we maybe don't like Nintendo or other stuff, like I do kind of like you shouldn't be emulate like current gen stuff like that you can still buy. That is
right.
That is kind of bad because then it sends a message to developers like, well, why should we develop for your system? Other than kind of like the money factor part that had to protect. But their whole biggest argument was, hey, Yuzu made it get like with the decryption keys, you could basically like play play anything. And then I think everything else is icing on the cake. Being able to like Breath of the Wild and all the others, like I think like Nintendo isn't, put it this way, like financially Nintendo isn't hurting because of this. It's just kind of more of that, just it's just kind of more like to send a message so it doesn't get out of control. Like, hey, don't don't profit off of. But the only thing though that I don't like, but because Nintendo's Nintendo, is I think it's in their license agreement. Like even if you like legitimately like own a Switch, own the game, then Nintendo doesn't want you playing it like the way that you enjoy it. They only want you to play Switch games on Switch hardware, and I get that, but it's kind of a shame, right? It's like if you're paying the money, like who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose I can see both sides of the arguments, but
yeah.
At the same time, it's like, like the Switch thing. Okay, I get you there. But them going all out and taking out everything, all around it. Okay, yeah, it's a little excessive.
Yeah,
but I mean,
and I think
at the same time, I mean, I guess it's still their intellectual property, so they can do whatever they want with it.
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. As much as it's, but no, it's funny because that's something comments are like, oh, I got after Citrus was ridiculous. I'm like, no, listen, they took an opportunity because I'm thinking that like using the low lore that they had, they're probably like, do you really want to go up against Nintendo? Like, guys, you really don't, because probably what I'm assuming is that like the money that they made, they were probably able to pay Nintendo off and still keep some money. Cause I'm total speculation, but I'm guessing behind closed doors, Nintendo was like, hey, you did, while you did, this our intellectual property, you did put in some effort and, you did spend time to kind of create something. We're shutting it down. We'll let you keep some money, but you're going to give us the majority of the money that you've been making off this Patreon. I don't know.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. And that they, I'm thinking they may be able to keep a little bit of money, pay their lawyer, wash their hands free and give everything up, not do any jail time, not, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Probably not have to like, hopefully not have to have like financially be ruined. That's what I'm thinking. They kind of came to an agreement where Nintendo's like, okay, we're going to hit you financially where it hurt, but you guys are,
yeah.
Because it makes sense because it's one of those things where if you were going to take it to court, like I think that if they weren't making any money off of it and it was just like purely like, well, it was open source. If there wasn't that paywall, then I think they could make the argument like Nintendo, we're not making any money off of it. We're not, yes, you have to decrypt. There's a technology that decrypts the game, so people have to like provide their own keys for their own Switch. We're not making any money. Then I think at that point, hey, Mr. Shua.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Big time GTC in the house.
Oh, sorry, Ian, didn't mean to ignore it. I'm going to start full void. Been an Evercade Funk. Dude, I hear you. That happens to me. That's why I stream. That happens to me all the time. Dude, full void. Yeah, so yeah. We will get back to the game that you see on the screen here. But yeah, definitely. So actually, I would say side note, what's been getting me a little bit out of the funk is to also sometimes just play like a total chill game, like Stardew Valley. I love that, playing that on my Steam Deck, because that's just like you go in, because you have like something like that, like you have different objectives. I'm like, okay, I need to chop wood to craft this thing, or I need to get there, and then I can build up my farm. Like there's a lot to do in that game, and the kiddo can show me where she's at and kind of give me tips. And it's crazy because in the beginning I was like helping her out. Now the roles have reversed like 7 years later. But yeah, that's what you got to do. But yeah, dude, that's why I get so excited about new carts and all that, because like that way, like, for me, it's not necessarily just like an Evercade funk. It can just be like a gaming funk. Like I have nothing to play. But I go over to my Steam library. You've got 400 games. Phantom asks you, how you been doing, Rich? Have you got your mojo back?
So as far as the mojo goes, I've been working on some stuff, and it's been going pretty well. I am nowhere near 100%, but I am way more functional than I've been in probably 2 weeks. So thanks for asking. But yeah, I mean it's been pretty crazy. So
sweet.
Huh. I could have sworn that was supposed to work.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody in here. I'm gonna pick on Ian. Hey, Ian, everybody but you are channel members on both of our channels.
No.
You don't have to, dude. No, we love you, Ian. I just wanted to tease him. Like I was noticing a pattern. So
Yeah, you go.
You know,
over
it'd be
there.
like if we were all just like hanging out, like
Grab
playing
the
games at a
thingy.
bar. I'd be busting his balls. I'm sure. I expect if he's still here, I expect a comment. He'll say it right back.
Wait a minute. How am I
But
supposed to...
so kind of the point.
Oh, I get it.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just like what's awesome?
Yeah.
Like, here's why I also like I love this game. Look at that like body down there, and like look at like those weird like I think that what kept me into this game. Look at all these like visuals.
It's
what I mean?
It's pretty incredible.
Dr. Evil, steal your mojo, Rich.
Yeah.
It's no, like, okay, so here's well that's not really real. So here's what I kind of think it is. I think like work has just been busy. I know like I know too, like your wife recently got a new job, and so I'm thinking that between work and at home, your responsibilities have like increased more.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what I kind of
Yeah, well,
that's what I kind of
there was also some like personal health things going on.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to like I really needed to take care of some stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to do that, but so
That's good.
It's very good.
Yeah. But on the bright side, I don't know what other employer would just be like, hey, we've got like all this space and these unused rooms that's, go ahead and make it into a Studio B and retro stuff. And yeah, the kids can use it. And oh my God, dude, that's like that is so awesome.
I'm stoked. I am so glad that I was able to do that.
Heck yeah. It's kind of funny. It's like if I was in your position, it's like, then this is my wife calling. No. I got extra work to do. Yeah. Hold on a second. Come on, we got to beat the boss. What? No. I was just talking about my boss. No, I know. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
All good stuff. But kind of the point that I was like saying for all this is like with like things like with like emulation and all that and stuff that's like open source and you never know who's going to go after what or what stores are going to be go down to go down and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So while like I get somebody would maybe get like an Odin or some other device just to play Switch, it's like if it was like me, if I wanted to like really play like let's say like a Switch game, or like if I really wanted to play like Switch games, and let's say I did want to play them for free, I would just get a Switch and jailbreak it and be done with it. Not saying that that's right, but you know what I mean. Like that's and that's kind of like I knew like that was one of the reasons actually why I kind of wanted to get a Steam Deck, because I knew like. I doubt Valve is going to go anywhere. I'm like, I should always have games. And then worst case scenario, like, it's kind of like if you found out the store was going to like download everything I can to the device and stay in offline mode. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting time that we live in. I think some people, what's his name? I can't believe I can't remember his name. Oh God, I always hate. He also did like a good video on. I hate that like right now, like I'm just having to like look through my subscription. Oh, Modern Vintage Gamer. He also did a good video, and he was no shame how you game, Ed. No, he was, because like some people were paranoid about like the whole like, oh my God, are they going to have emulators? And he's the guy that like he ported like Shantae over to like the Switch, like like the Game Boy Color version using emulation. And he was saying like he was like, listen, this shouldn't, like, he felt pretty confident that like this shouldn't affect like other forms of like emulators out there that like doesn't, like he didn't. And I kind of agree with him. Like, didn't see like Nintendo going after everything. This was just like affected the Switch, their current sales.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's all that I think it is. I mean, if you think about like that's like how Evercade was able to like that's how we have like Blaster Master on a cart. Like Nintendo doesn't own that. Yes, it was playable on a Nintendo, but they did just like there's other companies that still like own the license to those games. They just needed some type of platform or something to put it on that people would spend money for. So yep. I think all that we're good. I definitely don't see this changing or affecting Evercade in any way. But it is it's something to be. It's something to be something to be aware of. But yeah, kind of what you're saying. Yeah, no judgment. Like I said, if somebody kind of does that, kind of going back, like. But here's the thing, though, that I think maybe a lesson Nintendo might like kind of maybe like to like take away from some of this is that like Steam, like Steam, they because they knew like in the PC gaming world, like piracy was rampant, but they just kind of did like they did with video. I say they did with video games what Apple did with music. Is they just made it so super easy. You know, and what I mean is like you install their thing, you click on the buy of the game, you install the game, and you're playing it. And then there's sales. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they make it easier than like having people go through the trouble of pirate. You know, I mean, of course, you know, I'm just saying like obviously like, you know, you want to support the developers, but if you take that part out of it, like a lot of people respond to the convenience factor. So that's all. Like maybe Nintendo just might have to, you know, do some things. So man, I'm like, I hope this. And I think hopefully DSs will still be cheap, but at some point I thought about picking one of those up. Actually, I thought about even just like picking up just like a DS Lite, just that way I could play my Game Boy games on it. You get like an R34 cart, and you can play like DS games. But then I'm kind of torn between like a system. Like, well, and then I'm like, well, I like the form factor of this, and if I want to play physical cards, just get a physical thing. Dude, no, I love Metal Storm. Like by Irem. So Metal Storm was one of those games. I forget whenever it came out, but that year that it came out happened to be my birthday, and I think there was a lot of money back then. Like I think I'd gotten. I don't know. I that game I remember was at least like $50 something. As I remember, like I had that lying around for my birthday, kind of before people came over to the my party. I remember I went to Walmart, and it just looked cool. Like robots, and then I remember it was a short game. Like I remember beating it like that day or so after, but I didn't like. But it was like so much fun and like the whole gravity. You know what? You and Wolf Den. I've heard him say that too. And it's a little bit bigger, but it's a clamshell, so it like folds in on it. You know that's one that I've considered getting. And then if you want to take it further, like if you don't care necessarily about just having physical cards, if you get like the Easy Flash. That have like a bezel that it comes with where you can like pop it in the bottom and doesn't take up as much space. So it's like it's not actual like emulation, you know what I mean? Because it natively supports Game Boy Advance. So it's like you could have like the whole Game Boy Advance library with you, and then you could also have like the DS library. But for me though, because I do, maybe I think I was gonna do it on my current members only, but then that video got to be like maybe I'll I don't know. I might show off some of my Game Boy cards, but I have a few of those multi-cards that are kind of neat. But I've heard that like DS Lite, and those aren't too terribly expensive. But yeah, that's always on my radar. Oh yes, I totally know where you're at here. Okay. So after my ramblings, what did somebody say? Oh, about Full Void. I think that was it. Yeah, the one. So we went back to this game. The one thing that I'll say that I loved about this game so much is that it was one of those few, like, put it this way, Dukes, like the Duke 1 and 2, I had high expectations and it delivered on it, right? I was like, man, this is going to be good. They do it right. It's going to be good. But Full Void, I remember seeing the trailer. I had no expectations. And I was just kind of like, okay, this is new. I'm like, I'm like, this is a single game cart. But in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, Blaze picked this for a reason to be their single game cart, whether that was just an easy license, but I wanted to think that they saw this as something different and they were trying something new, and so I was like, all right. And then this game blew me away, and that's why I said even if I saw this for $5 digitally, it would have blended in with all the kind of indie games like this, and I would have like missed what made this special. Like look at all this detail, like that thing blinking, the lights, and I know I think they had to hand draw a lot of stuff, and they put in a lot of time. Yeah, you have to figure out how to get past this part, and that's and for me that's what like separated this between like the Dolphin collection is that there were like so many cool visuals and mystere and everything just to keep me like sucked into this game, and I would have missed out on it. But that's like, one of the great things about Evercade is kind of like all these like little things. You know what pisses me off? What? Tell us how you really feel, Mr. Shua. For Game Boy Color and GBA, freaking fakes there are unless it's a new game. Yeah, no. I know what you mean. It's truthfully, it's one of those things where if you're looking for like, let's say if you're wanting to get something like Metroid Zero, one of the Metroid games for GBA, which I think loose that's like $100. If somebody has a listing, for like $20, obviously it's fake. If somebody has a listing between $50 or $100, they better have a picture showing that it's opened up. That's kind of my whole thing is that if you're buying, it's like you definitely want to trust the source. And if you go to like a retro shop or someplace and you say, hey, like I want to buy that Pokemon Red, if they're unwilling to open up the cart, then I wouldn't buy for them. you know, that's kind of why, like, when I got a lot of my GBA game, with a few of them off of Amazon, like the Activision collection, which that I was pretty, I'm 99% sure that's real, because I looked at it and it came with the booklet and it doesn't look like anything was fake there. And then when I saw, like, it's one of those things too, if you see what other stuff the seller is selling, like if they just, like that guy that I bought it from had like 50 copies, but they, like, I could kind of see some other stuff, and they didn't have more than one of the same cart. Like they were just like selling off, like, you know, and they weren't just mainly like a retro store. But yeah, and you know, it's kind of, you know, you definitely got to trust the source. And it's like, yeah, if you can do like local is always good, unless you see like a trusted seller on Facebook. But for me, kind of why I did that, and maybe I'll talk. Actually, no, I've talked about this a little more, but like, because I traded other retro games and stuff that I wasn't playing, then I didn't mind as much, which is kind of weird, right? I'm like, okay, let me just kind of take a chance, and it was kind of fun to collect some of the retro things, and it was really just trading. So yeah, I'm weird about stuff like, but like Evercade, I don't know, even, I guess maybe even Worms, but yeah, there you go, you figured it out. I feel like anything like that is just a good value, because like the number of games that you get on a cart, and like I think what maybe makes Evercade collecting more difficult, if you collect a lot of, well, I would say that, but I know like Rich and Pete collect a little bit. Well, it could, I mean, we're all, you know, people have different budgets, and like if you collect like a lot of other retro things, maybe to fit in Evercade, I could see that. But like for me, it's just my only physical media. So that's like, for me, it's why I made that decision. Like, look at this. Tell me that it's not great. That's, yeah. You know,
that?
That's where I kind of feel like with Pete, where he's like, he like, that's like, I kind of like, he just missed this game like right off the bat. I'm like, dude, just play it. Like, look at all these like graphics. Yeah, like check out that spine. I don't know. I really dig the art style of this game. My only dilemma would be is that if they make a sequel to this, I'm like, oh crap, do I buy it right away, or do I wait for the physical Evercade cart? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know. But what else? Oh, I'll wait to show the video on Evercast. But since like, dude, it kind of blew my mind that like that how, so like this kind of proves like how Blaze was able to like really tweak Glover. We'll have to test it, but they put out a video. They tweeted out a video where they showed the new Pico collection Glover running on not only a Super Pocket but the OG Evercade.
Oh, that's cool.
That I thought was pretty. That I thought was pretty neat. But what else? Oh, I guess the good. I guess maybe the good. Kind of going back to the user topic. I guess maybe the one good thing, since Citra right now is kind of shut down, that maybe we'll see more content like with the like, actually there's a whole community with like the 3DS like store and all that. Maybe that stuff will get more developed. But one thing they do say is that like when they just cut off the head of the Hydra, I think at some point we'll see Yuzu and some other, you know, those other emulators will come back. Stuff always comes back. But it is, I guess, it is a shame that they did that. I mean, I get like, you know, people wanting something for their work, but I think the only thing that's a shame about it is that because they had the paywall behind it and it got shut down, then like kind of like all that knowledge is lost. So it does kind of suck for other people who are just like playing around, just want to do stuff. You know what I mean? That's all. But you know, but it is what it is. What it is, Mr. Shua. Oh, it's after 10. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
What?
We can talk Evercade now.
Yeah.
Said, Rich, I asked Ed yesterday if you're going to build a desert. Okay, this is a fun question. If you were going to build a desert island Evercade cart with 3 games on it from the entire Evercade library, so it's like, hey, you're going to be trapped on a desert island. You get this one cart with any 3 games from any collections. You know, licensing and stuff doesn't matter. What 3 games would you pick? And then I'll tell you what I picked. It'll be fun. I'm curious to see if we matched on anything.
Wow, that's wild because there's so many games.
Yeah. And for me, it wasn't necessarily like a definitive because it was a hard. I'm like, here are definitely 3 games that I would like. I kind of answered, but here are 3 games I wouldn't regret bringing. Like you know, could it change in the future if I asked again? Yes, but I immediately thought of 3 games.
Yeah, I would probably go. Well, Asteroids is definitely on the list.
Okay.
Because I gotta have it. And then I want, I mean, it's Desert Island. I want an RPG, so I'm probably taking Brave Battle.
Okay.
Probably taking Brave Battle Saga, and then.
You think you could keep playing through that multiple times?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
100%. And then I'm a third game.
You gonna take any score chasers?
Well, Asteroids.
That's right. Okay, that's right. Asteroids. That's right. Brave Battles. That's right.
And then maybe maybe one of those like an action platformer. So maybe we'll do Cathedral or something like that.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
So mine were very simple. Now I was gonna say, damn you, Phantom. Now I'm like rethinking. His are almost the exact same as mine. So like I picked like Xenocrisis because I'm like, okay, that game I beat on easy with save states. I haven't beat on like that game. I would have a lot. I love it's like Smash TV. I would have a lot of replayability. And then Food Fight is like one of my like favorite like score chasers like on the Evercade and like I can always like play a Food Fight. But then he picked Donut Dodo, and I might have to change mine to that because before I said like Pac-Man, I'm like it's not my. I'd rather have Miss Pac-Man. But yeah, Donut Dodo, yeah.
Yeah, Donut Dodo is pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I hope. With that said, I do, and I'll probably bring this up in the place. I hope that they make it so it can be put on the Super Pocket because I would love to test that, and then I hope they get rid of that little bit of lag between the loading screens because when you have the mojo going and you just want it to load, it feels like forever, even though it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just me. But yeah, no, those are great choices, Phantom. That's yeah. Stuff like those three games I know. Yeah, Brave Battle. Because I wonder like how often would I replay through that? I mean, that's a great one, but I'm like, well, if you were trapped in a desert, like, would you maybe like would it be enough to have like a playthrough like the equivalent of like once a month, and then you switch back? And yeah, those are good choices.
Right.
Yeah. No, I got like, if anything, this is gonna sound funny, but like. My only complaint about Indie Heroes 2 is like making yourself play something else other than Donut Dodo. Because it's that much fun of a game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which I will say that like the Alien Cat Enhanced Edition, I didn't play it enough on the second Indie Heroes, but I will tell you there's more than 30 levels. So because it said like enhanced graphics and like on my stream tonight I got to like level 30 and then it got like super hard. I'm like, ooh. Oh, would have to. Oh, You know what? Oh my God, Mr. Shua, I totally, completely forgot about because you could pick any Evercade games, like the ones that are on actual carts. Mm-hmm. Dude, like Street Fighter 2 could be great. Even for me, like Mega Man 2 would almost be another. Would almost like that. I like love that game.
Mega Man 2 is great.
Yeah,
it's my favorite Mega Man game.
I gotta, dude. You know what? Like, I so hate that like I'm not as good as that when I was like a teenager because like that game like it's like I like that game so much that I like every day I could just fire at Mega Man, put it on the difficulty like I feel like I could go in and like beat it like in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like
right. And
it was just like I was like so good at that game that like I didn't need to do any of the bosses. Like I could use pellets to kill anything. You know, like it just be like get Metal Man. I don't need that. I don't need like the devices like number 2 or whatever. Matter of fact, I just used to love to start with the Quick Man stage because that was like the hardest, you know. And I was, I felt like I played the game blindfolded, but you know what I mean. Like I love, and like that game still has like one of the greatest, and also kind of like sad endings. Like I love that. But for me, like nostalgia wise, and I think I may have already told the story, but I don't care. I'll tell it again. But like it was one of those games that stood up for my childhood beating it because it's one of those early on in my gaming career, like I had between like all friends and people that I knew within the Kid Network, like if there was a game that I wanted to play, I would kind of like I knew who had it, what friend's house,
Yeah.
And so I can remember like Mega Man 2 like that because like that was just great. That totally blew us away. I remember, I think it was in the summertime. It was like in an afternoon. We spent the whole day playing it, and then. This was before like it being a Nintendo Power and how to get to the boss, but like in that game, like Dr. Wily in his alien form is so difficult because you could only use, especially back, you could only use pellets, and if he hits you 3 times, and I can remember as one of those times. I remember I think his name was Alex. I think like we were getting to the point where it was getting frustrating, and he like wanted to give up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to go outside," and I'm like, "No, I have to play." And then I did fight because it was one of those things where, we were like trading, like I think it was one of those things where maybe it played it enough at other people's houses, but like we were just like trading off deaths. I'm like, no, I have to beat it. And then it was like totally worth it. And I can't remember if his mom was yelling for us to get up, but it was like one of those things where you weren't sure because of like forces if you were going to be able to beat it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you this. Okay, this is the second one I had to like. You look. This is so incredibly stupid easy. I way overthought this. Oh my! Yeah, and you figured it out. Yeah, you just. I was like trying everything, beating my head. Yeah, you just walk away.
As soon as it fell on me, and I'm like, oh, I need to get out of the way, because cutscenes matter. Like that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Please, if you're listening, strategy RPG, please. Heck yeah, man. Well, I mean, I know we have one, but I'd like another one.
Heck yeah. RPGs are always great, especially ones that we haven't we haven't played. But I do have like the first two, like the Mega Man collections on PS4. I need to go back. I need to beat Mega Man 6. That way, I'll have completed all the ones for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a period of time where I was just like play. I was just play. Actually, no, I was playing from 2. I don't think I've beaten 1 either because 1 is just a little bit frustrating. But I was just kind of like playing them in order. One of them, I want to say it's Mega Man. I think it's Mega Man 5 for Game Boy or Game Boy Color. That was like towards the end of the life. But that one is like it's its own Mega Man. And I think that's why it's one of the more expensive ones. That one I got to it's different that's on there than anything else. I'm sure there are some on Steam that Blaze could get for Evercade. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Some of those other RPGs. Yeah, like kind of like they've done. I hope so. That's what the Pico, the Pico 1 cart. And to think on that device, because that RPG was like 32 to 35 hours, and playing it with using micro USB to take 5 hours or so to charge. But yeah, it's a great little game to play on that handheld there. I'm sure we'll see more of it. Actually, Breath of Fire. I need to go. I was actually started to get into that, and that's actually a really good RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you died.
Yeah,
I didn't die. Okay, I was like, what?
Oh no, I definitely died.
No, you did.
Yeah,
no, I was looking. Yeah, actually, the hilarious deaths in this that I think in this game, and when you're in the sewer and you just like slip and you fall in the water and die. I'm like, really?
Yeah, those were weird.
Like you would have thought you would have fallen in lava. It's just like, yeah.
So what am I supposed to do with this thing? Oh, am I supposed to? I don't know.
I think you know.
I mean, there's only one thing you could do is to send him down to hit the button. But
try that and see what happens. That's what I love, and then let you like count the squares. So now that thing went down.
Yeah. But I can't hit any other buttons.
No, but you go down to where that thing went to.
No.
Wait, you died?
Yeah. Because that's where I came from. So
okay, go back on that stupid thing.
Yeah, I go up here.
And okay. So that's not what you have to do then.
Yeah. And I sent him down to the other one and hit the button over there, but it's not on. I mean, and clearly you need to get over to where that thing is.
Yeah.
But how do you get over there? How do you get over there?
Well, you have that lever over there too, don't forget.
What lever?
That box that's blinking at you. That's like climb up the thing. It's right there to your left.
Yeah, but that's how you control the dude. You get up there to go to control the dude.
That's right. So you bring him. Yeah. So you've got to.
What if I use this little morph thing?
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah, we're missing something. And you would think because I've done all these, man. I just said a serious brain parts or the Evercast. Says, have you guys ever tried to reach out to get someone from Blaze on on Karg.
No, I didn't like that.
Well, I mean, so no, we haven't, but no, we have on Evercast. They would definitely belong more like on Evercast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say like we frightened. I know sometimes I like have the feeling that like we've like frightened away Blaze. They're hard to read, right? Because it's but then sometimes like they'll reach out to us like, hey, do you want to test this cool or be involved in this cool thing? It's like, oh well,
yeah.
I thought you hated us for some reason. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's kind of like I don't know, or like was Pete like too grumpy?
There's a lot of stuff that's going on too. Like like even stuff that's like that doesn't have anything to do with Evercade going on with some of the team members, So
like paternity leaves and stuff. Yeah, or maternity, whatever. Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
So I wonder if you just. Whoops. Wonder if you're supposed to jump off of this and then grab this thing. Nope. What the heck am I supposed to do? Oh, am I supposed to just go down?
No. Get back on the thing. Yeah, you definitely have to go on the thing and hit down. Or up or whatever.
Yeah,
I like that. I promise I haven't had anything to drink tonight. But it's weird. I feel like I want to. Oh, you know what? I want to. Okay, here's what I think it is. I think you need to have him go over here and then like use that morph ability into that thing, maybe.
All right.
Like try having him go over. And that's like I want to say with like some of these riddles, there's something simple, stupid like that.
Yeah. All right. Let's try it. Let's send him over there and do the morph instead of the button.
Yeah.
So we go up. Over 1 up 1 2 3 4 5 6 down morph go.
It's either going to be down morph or you're going to morph on the thing, which we'll see. One of the two. Try removing the down and going all the way to the right, and then just morph.
Oh, okay.
I want to say he just like shoots into the thing. Yeah, try that. Yep.
There you go.
See, and that's what's so cool about interacting with the objects. I want to say this one stumped me for a while. And then I did not expect that, but I was like, fine, maybe I'm just supposed to morph at the end and he interacts.
Oh, come on. And just walk off the hand.
But see, you did that's what I mean. Like, it's like the other, but you did the other ones that that I had trouble with. But yeah, see, that's what's great about this game. Like, you forget that like that purple thing in the like you can actually interact with that, but you're like, can I interact with it, or is that just really cool art? And that's why after you tried everything else, and then I started paying attention to this instead of myself talking. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, I think you just have to like morph him at the end. I'm like, because I was kind of remembering. I think I tried everything you did. Like, does he go down, hit the lever? I fall if I die. What a creepy hand. Like, there's just like this cool beauty in this game of the art style that just like makes it like so much.
Yeah, man.
Like I'm even like I've beaten this and I'm like just like really enjoying like watching you play this. Yeah, it's like, come on.
Right? He's like, come on over here. Hang out.
And like the green eye like blinks.
Yeah. All right.
Yay.
Now
I know, right? Like, yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean. Pixel art ages like so well. Like it's
yep.
ages.
Yeah.
Versus, I don't know, even something, I don't know, like Virtua Fighter. Like, yeah, it still looks cool, but like if you compare it to something like Street Fighter or like any like the other like 2D fighters, they still like, they look great. Same. Luckily, you know what? Because like what's like very well, like pixel art could have like died out because like for video games, because the natural progression were 3D games. I think what keeps it alive is indie games because they're like, hey,
oh shit,
You know, and I think not only people make indie games. I think not only is it a combination of the passion. I think it's also a necessity. Like, hey, it's much easier to do pixel art. We don't have to have like all this like high-powered computers. We don't have to have a team of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can just it's easier to render, and it's easier for one person to make a game like that. So that's what keeps it alive. Yeah, I'm gonna say might have to rock the thing. Yay!
Yep.
See, and this is just like scary. Like you're like in this underground system. I mean,
yeah. Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yep. I was like, oh yeah, you did that by accident. You know, it's great the natural reaction. You're like,
yeah, I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. But that's what's so great though. These things are always watching, always stalking you. Like, look at that. Yeah. And like the music, it's See, that's what I mean. There's just like so many cool. Now I know if you read the comic book, I guess there's maybe a little more of the prequel, but I didn't even do that. I think I like. Let's see, something gonna come out and get you. Yeah, and see that's the neat thing. It's like, oh, I can press up there. Yes. Can he do it? Okay. Real quick, Rich. I will tell you, I hate this puzzle, this particular one, because once you do it on this side, you have to do it, match it on the other one, and if you get it wrong, you have to do them both again. Like this will really test your patience because it'll trick you. Sometimes it'll flip where you think you can do it on the first one, but you just gotta watch it. See it trolls you. Now you got to do them both again. Like I think I might have spent a legit like 5 or 10 minutes. I may have even had to take a break and do another play session because I would get one and then, yep.
All right.
This is one of the it's great, but one of the most frustrating puzzles in the games. Honestly, with all these industry layoffs, I'm hoping to see some reassurance, bigger push for more indie games like AAA titles are great, but they lack the soul. Of indie games. Yep, exactly. Small studio. Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. Because I kind of feel like with AAA games, as long as they like look realistic and they have a certain element to them, people will buy them or they'll pre-order them enough, which is kind of a shame.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, that thing with the big eye.
Can I jump? Nope. What the? I guess I have to let myself down.
Try that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you figured it out. Yeah, it's
Metal
Big
Gear.
Brother's watching you there.
Metal Gear. Oh shit!
I think we'll see more game companies get brought up. Yeah.
No.
At least I would hope with some of those companies that maybe they could like merge like some of the people that get layoff, they can make their own company and put out some cool stuff because there's like a lot of talent. Yeah, I was like, can I even hide behind this? And it's like, what are they doing? They just like built like other robots in various stages, and like, are they building other robots? Are they building human type robots? It's like so weird,
right?
And then even like the stuff in the controls, like the seaweed, and like I think that's either seaweed or a hand moving. Like it's just hand moving, but like the seaweed or whatever that's the breathing tubes in there. Like the level of detail is just amazing. Like I love it. Like.
What the? I didn't move.
Gotcha. I know.
Oh.
And see, and that's they made this very much like a horror movie. Kind of like it reminds me if you were to watch like a horror movie like on television, like you don't actually see the kill, but it's like you see like you see Michael Myers' knife like come down. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Right.
And they kind of do it like you see it from the perspective of the character, which makes it scarier. And it's weird because it's almost like, are they trying to conserve power? Like, it's weird, like it's on a loop like that. I don't know. So many questions. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, shoot.
This game will test your patience. Go. Why am I yawning?
I don't like the fact that it does the thing.
Yep.
I can't duck. Oh,
Huh, why did it see you there? That's weird.
I could duck.
Oh, you know what? The water isn't filled up as high over there, I think.
Well, the thing it fills and then doesn't fill.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, like it's all the way drained. There you go. That's what I was gonna say. Go to that one and then stop, and then yeah.
Ah.
You know what? I think I just naturally went to that farther one.
Oh,
like I never realized that yeah, the partial fill.
Now I'm all the way back here. Oh, come on.
Yep. I know. Hey, it could be worse, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where like you can't, like, if this wasn't a native game where save states come in handy, because you're like, fine, I'll just do a save state there, and then if I screw up, I can just go right back.
Right.
But
I wonder if I can.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You just got a boogie.
Damn it. All right.
Huh.
Yeah.
That other one goes down
It's
pretty
gonna get
fast.
me, so the only thing I can think of is if I
Like have to duck.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'm practicing ducking, but it won't let me. It won't let me duck.
Ah. Hmm.
Come on. No, it won't let me do that either.
Okay, I know what you have to do. When you get to the second screen, instead of stopping at that at like the first container,
Yeah.
I think you have to go until you get to the second container, and then as soon as you're able to, then I think you just have to go all the way off one screen and do it. Like,
he immediately
like skip the first one, go to like go,
oh,
and then stop. Oh, stop here. Yeah. Okay.
come on.
Now go. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, that's the only other combination that makes sense we haven't tried. I'm hoping that Buzz buys Disney and renames it something like Mouse X.
Oh, I've got to.
Yeah, I think you probably know what you have to do on this one.
So I gotta go up first though.
Yeah.
All right. So up, over, up, over, down, morph.
Yeah, it's either down morph or just morph. I forget. You'll find out.
All right, so just morph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what's great though. Like you gotta keep trying these things, and just like that, man, like those beings in the background and like the attention to detail. It's like it really just sets the stage of like this, like you're in this like sci-fi movie. I think that's why I liked it so much, is you really do get that feeling.
So then I jump on you.
Yep.
Now what? Oh, go up here. Got it.
And then now it's like you have like the spookiness of, do I need to go back to the left? Do I go right? Which way do I have to go?
I mean, I gotta go to this ledge, right? Oh shit.
You can try.
Let me try it again. Nope. All right. So we're going on the left.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one.
Just what?
Yeah, this is fun watching you play, like trying stuff. Because I did the same thing.
Oh. Huh.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. Because it's like, wait.
Oh, maybe he doesn't need to move.
Yeah. So that's why. Yeah, I was like, that should have. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the great thing. It's like, wait, do I just morph first and then?
He's not morphing.
Huh. No, you have the right. You definitely have like the right idea. Oh, that's right. There's one other thing you have to do that you have to do before you do that. There you go. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, which is kind of because I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, like I think I accidentally did that. But yeah, you got the. Yeah, that one other exercise where like he goes into that robot and you have to move out of the way. Like it's like, oh yeah. So I was like, because initially when I did this, I just had him kind of go into it. Huh.
Do I have to come? Does he have to come out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right. So what do I have to do with him?
Ah, see that lever? It goes back up. So he has to hold it. But there's just one other. Yeah, there's just one. Oh, see, no, you did it. It's hard. Wait, I think you did it. Maybe. No, go back this way. Inspect the other side of the tube.
Oh, okay.
And I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. I was like, I didn't want to say, like, I don't think that lid is off. Yeah. But yeah, but you know, you had the right idea. Like with me, like initially, like I put him in there, I was like, why does he just activate and then die? And it's like, yeah, you can have him move like move beyond that. But that's what's so cool though. This game lets you keep like trying stuff. Yep. But see, this is like so creepy though. Like, look at all these like babies, and it's like an incubator, like it's like rocking it.
That is wild. Oh shoot.
Yeah, I want to say I think you're probably like 30 minutes away, maybe less from beating the game. I think.
Okay.
Like you're getting close to the ending. Woohoo! But depending how you feel, you may want to save it for another play session. Oh.
What's this?
I go in there. Yeah, you're either 30 minutes or an hour away. I'm just like trying to think like, oh no, you're okay. No, you're okay. No, you're a lot closer. Yeah, I was gonna say in the dome with the kids.
What the?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're maybe, yeah.
So what do I do? Oh.
Yeah. I was like, you just figured it out. But there's what. Yeah, I want to see when you get to the harder challenge. Yeah, I want to say you're like less than 30 minutes away.
What the?
Yeah, watch the kid. Yeah. How do you think this is tough?
Jump. Oh, jump, crawl. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whoops.
Gotcha. I know. You got to do it exact. Yeah.
See ya.
Oh. This is really fun. No, you got to do that. So so real quick. So this one, I will tell you, like, here, like, it's like Simon says, like, the great thing is that, like, no, you gotta go up. But the great thing is the pattern, it just builds, so it doesn't change. So you just have to like memorize the kind of the whole thing. Yeah. And then just walk. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is one of the hardest things in the game because you're just like, yeah, you just have to like memorize. You just have to go through to like memorize it.
What?
It's like the piano from Big. Yeah, I think it was the one like right before it.
Oh. Got it.
So yep. Yep. go. I don't know if he turns back around. It's like Simon.
Should I go in there?
I don't know if you can. You can try. I forget. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember now.
All right. Got achievement.
You unlocked an achievement. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were blocking it, yeah. And that's what's cool. There's so many of those. But it's weird, though. Like, again, the kid's talking to the doctor. So you're like, are they prisoners? Are they being held? What is this? You know, like, at first I'm like, are they powering the machines? I mean, it's just like, there's so many questions. Yeah, I was like, you know what to do here. Go. Okay, maybe now you might be 30 minutes away. I don't know, but like you're getting closer to the ending. You know, I say that I'm like, it could be a great rage quick moment if you have no patience. Yeah.
Should I go through there?
It's one. Yeah, it's one. Yeah, dude. This part here.
Wow.
Is like really dark. I was I was like, is that tube? Yeah, he falls. I'm like, is that tube like sucking their brains? Are they being harvested? And then that one just, I was like, did he escape or was he just meant to fall? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they have VR goggles. I don't like VR goggles on. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you're farther along than I thought, but maybe not far enough. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I don't think you can. No, you can't turn around.
You might. Oh, that's right. You might have to go. Yeah, turn around. You might have to go the other way first.
Yeah.
Like go up there. But unlike another world, there's not like 50 screens you have to go. You know, that's what I love about this game. There's maybe like 1 or 2 screens of backtracking. Huh. Oh, I know. Oh, I know what you have to do. Go back to the right. See if you see it.
Well, there's that thing over there, but how do you even get up there?
You see. Let's see the fire pattern. You have to go quickly.
Yeah, I mean it starts almost immediately though. See, right there. But you can't stay in the middle.
But what about the one? But I think you might have to go up on the left first. Other way. I know that some of the controls can get funky, but yeah, I think you have to jump up on that little ledge there. I know, so that's what happens. It's like, dang it. Oh no.
All right, this is interesting.
Yeah, because I think once you get up there.
There we go.
Yeah, I think you can open. Can that open?
No. So. Oh, you know what it is? Oh shoot! Get it back up there. There we go. And that should buy me enough time.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, come on!
I know. At least.
Oh.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure why. I'm like, maybe you need to go up there to do something, and it's like, yeah, it's a safe spot for them to go by you. Yeah, I've had that happen with the controls. It's like, yay.
All right, there we go.
See, fun stuff, man.
We
Fun
like
stuff.
that.
And I mean, yeah, but there's like no combat in this game too. That's what's so awesome. It's like
Right.
it keeps you disengaged.
Was that okay?
Someone put a switch there to torture us. I was like, yeah, you probably need to die or go back in the room to reset that. You may just have to like hurry and just try to jump up on that thing.
It won't let me jump.
Oh, you can't jump as soon as.
No. So I'm trapped?
Oh, I know. You gotta you can't proceed this way. You gotta go
backtrack now.
Yes. And you'll when yeah, I remember I did the same thing and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. So this is a little bit of the Metroidvania part, but it's only over one screen. See, there you go.
Oh, okay, because the Steam's not there now. Okay,
yes, yeah. See, that's what I like about this game. It's like, oh yeah, I only have to literally go over one screen. These like small ass tunnels.
I guess we're going this way.
Yeah, I want to say that probably with like one more, definitely like your next play session, you'll probably beat it.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you can push that yet. That's why I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, I think maybe you're not as close as I think you are, but you're not as far. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do have to get that block over there somehow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know what you have to do.
Yeah, you gotta go back around.
Yep.
And then push that thing on, then push it over.
Yep. Like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it was like stuck over there. Like, well, why couldn't I just pull the damn thing from over there? Why do I have to free it here first?
Right. Come on, get on the ladder.
Huh. I guess you have to slink up there. Really?
I'll just come up there.
Yeah. I would have thought that too. You could have just climbed. So yeah, I guess that it's funny when the next that's right. April 29th is my birthday.
Nice.
Maybe that means like the next collections we're looking at have to be cool. I don't know.
Right? Oh. No. Push.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Come on.
Oh no, it's stuck up there. I was like, okay. I was like, really?
Oh, wait.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think that one I kind of figured that out by accident. I'm like, oh, okay, it just kind of falls because at first I thought I was going to have to like cover over the fire, but I was like, oh,
let go.
Kool-Aid Man doesn't want to let go.
Yeah, right.
All
right.
That's so great that exists. And then what else? There's like other like weird like a jelly control. I forget. There's like other like weird like hot dog controller.
It's Oscar Mayer, Heinz ketchup, the Kool-Aid, and then one other. Can't remember what the other one is.
I'm trying to find there. Oh, okay. That's okay. I found the store. What's gonna happen if I share this? What did that do? It made you really small. But yeah, Heinz macaroni and cheese.
Oh, macaroni and cheese. That's the one.
And then we have this like pixel art Bluetooth. And then this other cool pixel art. Yeah, there's the hot dog, the Oscar Mayer. Oh, that's a rooster. Kool-Aid. I don't know. And then these other ones. Ladybug, Cat Noir, Spirit Box, Twin Rooster, Hot Dog, Retro Pepper. Okay, yeah, that's great. That's wow. That's cool. You got a $40 controller. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
Oh, there it is.
I was gonna say, actually, Mr. Shua, roguelite is different. So what's it's funny. Is that so? Like roguelike, like that's like there is actually something called roguelite, which is supposed to be maybe like a not as like hard version. But anyways, without me being going down the neurodivergent rabbit hole like a peanut butter and jelly controller. Definitely like blood cells, especially since they made like the Castlevania expansion DLC, which is really great because you get to like play through that. Yeah, blood cells and dead cells and Hades. But actually, where the hell is? Oh, actually, and if you there's another one, Slay the Spire. If you that one is a roguelike card game. So maybe those are my top 3. That one I think I have like over 400 hours in it, and it's a single player card game, but it's great though because it's like you have to like build your deck as you go, and there's bosses, and then people made like a free like DLC for that, where then you can play as the bosses and you fight the heroes. So yeah, those are my current favorite ones. There's probably some other like roguelike games that I have on my Steam Deck that I haven't played, like Legacy, like Rogue Legacy, stuff like that I haven't played in a long time. That I'm forgetting about. I do want to pick up Rogue Legacy 2 when that goes on sale, but like I haven't fully completed Rogue Legacy 1. And maybe one of these days I'll get into the Souls games.
Yeah, Demon Souls was the one that I played.
No. They're both rogue. They're both roguelikes. Because in Dead Cells you unlock things. I don't necessarily think Dead Cells is like easier, like per se. I think like roguelites are supposed to. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Like I think it has roguelike elements, but it's like easier. Like there may not be permadeath. I don't know. It's kind of up for like a trip. I've sometimes seen ones called like roguelites, and I'm like, it's a roguelike. I don't know. I almost kind of feel like for advertising that was kind of like made up. Smoosh. Yeah, look at that. Like that kid, like studying his brain, like the brain chart. It's just like, so that's what I'm like, who's controlling what? What's going on? It's like I love that. They just keep you guessing.
What?
Yeah, and then by pulling that switch, but then like, huh? Like you freed him, he went through the tunnel. I know that make things very confusing. Exactly.
Crumbles Caress, huh? All right.
Yeah, it's weird. Like unlocked achievements. Yeah, I like the roguelike genres because there's like so much replay value. Like the reason why Xenocrisis isn't any like a roguelike game is because it's just randomly generated levels, but you don't permanently unlock things as you play it. So like that's you know yeah, those are like the kind of like the two main like for like roguelikes, like once you die you start over. Being able to but permanently being able to unlock things and like randomly generated levels. Those are like the main three things. I can't get past the graphics and color that the Evercade can output. I know. But I mean, like, to be fair though, like you can you can do like with single board computers, you can do like a lot, or I should say with lower end. The problem is that like I kind of feel like that up to like the PlayStation era, like up to the like 32-bit, like a lot of devices can emulate that, so it almost kind of gets like forgotten where people are just like looking for like the wow factor of, oh, can it do N64? Can it do Dreamcast? Can it do PS2? Can it do PS3? Sometimes I feel like that gets lost. But yeah, like when I got back in emulation for Evercade, I could play everything up to PS1 and even some N64, like maybe like Mario, like on a Fire Stick. Although N64 was iffy, like Mario was still kind of like I don't think you would really want to. But yeah, it's great though. That's the thing that Evercade did right. They're like, okay, we can't have the most expensive hardware. We need to have something decent for what we can play. And then they realized their biggest competitor is being able to do all this for free because they didn't want to become a limited run games. You know what I mean? Because like let's say if all the carts were like $50, then it'd be like, ooh,
Yeah.
that would be like really expensive. Then it'd be like, man, I just then I wouldn't be able just to like buy like the CC. I'm like, I'm not paying $50. I'm like, then that would really add up. I'd be like, man, but they have it priced. They have it priced right. Oh wow, I think you're getting really close. Crap, you may just beat it here tonight. Yeah, well, like if y'all like, I don't know, like y'all remember what was it like I want to not the Kid Chameleon, but there was like that console that ended up being like faked, and it only got brought up, do I dare saying, like during the Miko. You know what I'm talking about? Like they were gonna make like a modern cartridge-based console, and then they come to find out it was like a suit, like but like when they brought it to shows and things, it was like behind glass, and then they come to find out it was just like a Super Nintendo underneath with like a flash cart or something.
The
Retro Chameleon, wasn't it called like the Retro Chameleon? Yeah. Like it was supposed to do what Evercade is, and yeah, for $20 exactly. And that's except now what Evercade has realized, like, hey, we can't just continue just to release like retro stuff. We got to be more innovative, and that's what they've done, like with the Dukes, and they still have retro one. Oh, he got you there.
What?
I know, right? Yeah. See, that's a weird one. You realize you can just like barely like shake free. The hell out of there. Huh? You see that? He turned to green to you instead of red. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably 5 or 10 minutes away from beating the game.
Okay.
If you want to. I can't stop yawning. Good, but then you miss the ending. I think you've seen my video. That's all good though.
So what am I supposed to do?
Wait for this cutscene, and then. So here's the danger, right? So, and I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up to you, because I know it's getting late your time. You could go ahead and beat it now, but then we might have to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see that it's like it's going through like just climb up and go through the ledge on the left, and you can kind of get an idea of what you have to kind of go through. You have to, or is it the one down there?
I think it's over here, on the right.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's...
Whoa.
You're gonna. Oh, you just yeah. So there's this there's a series of these things that you have to. There's like a few screens of these things that you have to like go through, and then after that, then you beat it. Oh,
I don't like that.
So that's why I say like yeah, you're like 10 to 20 minutes away from I like 30 minutes tops. I know I'm like so bad with time, but you are like really close there.
So is this like the final boss?
It's like the like the final sequence of things you have to go through. But then afterwards, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to talk about it, or we just be like, oh, we'll talk about it next time. I don't know. That's why I said it's up to you because it's 10 o'clock my time, it's 11 o'clock your time. I'm good either way.
Oh, come on! I
was gonna say once you beat it, I don't know if like you can just go to bed and not talk about it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
This is a good stopping point.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't get past the ladder again.
Because even whether you beat this offline or whether you stream it on your channel, whether you do this without that, it'll believe because we'll want to talk about it for a little bit. He's like, I'm hanging. Because I do I think I still have saved. Delete it. I might still have saved the clip like at the end where I beat it if we needed to like re-show when we talk about it. So I should check inside. Hopefully I didn't get rid of that freeing up space. Oh, I might have, but it's not. But my save is still there. It's not. I could beat it again. Or you could. One of us could easily beat it live if we had to. It's not. It's not that difficult once you get to that point.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, I don't have that clip anymore. That's fine. Or actually, we could. You know what? I forgot. Yeah, I could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be like an Inception. Oh, so here to stop here for a second. Once you crawl back around and you get through, you see like once you crawl all the way and get through this and go to the top right one and get to him. Yeah, I think then that's when you beat the game.
Okay.
So you're very close.
Let's go for it then.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, you're like super close. No, almost. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, next time just stop before the blast gets you through the things. Like stop there. See, it took me a minute to figure that out. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's killing me? Then I'm like, oh yeah. No. Just swing yourself, yeah. Oop. There you go. All right.
Oh shoot!
Oh, that is yeah.
Oh, it brings you all the way back.
Yes, you have to do this whole. I want to say like my last save is like right here, so that's like when I grabbed footage, I was like I had to like play through this, but yeah.
All right, we got this.
There we go. Yeah, in this part, I was like, at first, I was like, wait, do I need to use the rope again? I'm like, no, you just To go across and not be greedy. Whew. Whoa! Oh yeah, this part is fun. Okay. Yep. Here's the ending, everybody.
Whew.
There's your friend.
Huh.
I know, that was so sad. I was like, he lived. And then, yeah, I know. I felt like really sad. Like, oh man, the robot guy didn't make it. Like, I was like, that scene right there will make sense in a second. Okay, the winner is you. Yeah, read that.
Ah, dedicated to all the children who suffered through the lockdown of 2020 and 2021. Ah,
Yes, isn't that so? Like, isn't that brilliant? Because you see everything is all these screens, and they're being controlled by all these robots, and they're kind of given games, and they're given like distractions. And I was like, oh, that was kind of like the kids during COVID who wanted to go out and like play all the time. And then I kind of remembered my kiddo herself. Like at first she did like working home remote, but then she really missed her friends. And then her and some of her friends were talking, you know, like when they deemed it was like kind of like safe, but still dangerous to go back. And they're like, yeah, we want to go ahead and go back. But yeah, wasn't that just brilliant?
that was awesome. I mean, so
here, come back. Yeah.
Come back
full screen.
Thanks, Phantom.
I think it'll bring you back to the title screen after this. I think.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
And now you can select chapters and all that kind of stuff to go back and get your achievements.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Exactly.
All right, so yeah, let's get back.
Make sure you quit out. I think it automatically saves, but you know.
I think it does. Jason Shires, I think, was in my chat the first night, and he was saying that's what was happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit the button.
That was freaking awesome.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
So the main thing now do you, okay. So here's the main thing that I want to talk about. Now do you see why? And tell me why I say that for me in 2023 this was the best experience on Evercade. Just like all the emotions and then the ending and everything is tied together. Can you see why I was like pushing you to play this? And
there's absolutely no question that for this game, all right, the impact of what makes a full cart game for Evercade, and that, yes, I get it. I get why this was the first full cart game.
Yeah,
because it's very indie. It's very cinematic, which is not really something that you would normally associate with Evercade, but kind of brings some more people to the table. And on top of it is unique. You know, like it branches off its own path. Yeah, okay, people can point to point and click adventures, flashback, another world, all that kind of stuff. But this was awesome. You know, like this was like a really cool, like really interesting experience, and it's by a new team. It's like, you know, it's not something that was a classic kind of like redone kind of thing. This was from the ground up made to be experienced. So here's my analog. This is Blaze Entertainment's, or I guess the Evercade's journey. Did you play that? Did you play that game from that game company?
Oh, not the one that you told me. I'm waiting for that to go on sale. But yeah. I know it's I know we talked about it. We said Journey. I was like, sorry, but I took you literally like.
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
This is the game analog is Journey.
Yeah.
That's exactly how like all the different like emotions that I felt playing, all of the different like cool little, oh hey, that really looked cool, or that was an unexpected moment, or this was like like, oh, there's a little jump scare or something like that. Yes, that this whole thing is 100% a reason to own a device like this. So I would argue that would be something. And if there are people that are fans of Evercade and they didn't go in for Full Void because like, oh, it's just a single game, I'm going to make a video that's going on the main channel that is going to implore people to go and grab this game.
Thank
because
you.
Then
I've done my
it
job.
is outstanding.
Yes.
That was outstanding. And more of that.
More of that.
Yep.
Oh, I do have Journey. Yeah, that's right. It's a 50. That's right. I'm waiting. I'm sure it'll drop to below $10.
It's so good.
It's well worth it. But yeah,
I'd say. I mean, well, we just paid $20 for full 4.
I know, but here's the difference though, and you'll kind of see this. What's great though is now that goes back on the shelf, and kind of like when I look at that game, then you could call it maybe modern nostalgia, but then you bring back those memories. We're kind of just like that kind of like that good feeling of enjoyment of that game, and that's kind of that's the difference versus this being digital. For me, and I think you feel the same way that I've got this on the shelf. I can look back at it. It's a cool physical thing. But yeah, so that's all. Yeah, so you can see why I wanted you to play this and I couldn't say anything because it's difficult to put into words an experience. And yeah, that's like Journey. I can't wait to. Yeah. That'll be a great thing to grab. That'll be a great thing to grab when that goes. I'm sure, and with their next sales and all that. But that's why, that's why I wish, I know, if they could just get him just to get past his stubbornness and just play it, he would love it. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. Well, that's all.
I don't know if he dipped his toe in and stopped playing, or he hasn't put it in yet or whatever. But man, he really absolutely should give this one a go.
Well, you're the Pete Whisperer. Maybe you can get through it.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, man. Yeah, well, thanks for being here, Phantom. Thanks for staying up. Yeah. I know. We're on the same time zone here. So,
and this is why I say less is more. I want to see more cards like this. And listen, back in the early days of Evercade, it was difficult for me to wrap my brain around even Xeno Crisis. I'm it only has 2 games. Why am I going to spend $25?
Yep.
But then I was glad that I did, and and listen, and not to take away from the cards. So the indie, it's kind of okay, Indie Heroes 3, right? Mm-hmm. I think, and I've said this before, when I my first playthrough, some of the games, even though I really enjoy the Alien Cat 2. And some of those other little games, you probably, here's the thing, if they weren't in an Evercade and they were $5, $10 here, your average person, you probably just wouldn't necessarily buy them because you're well, you know what I mean? Just looking at it, you may not know about it, but when they're put together in a collection and there's that theme, and you're oh, it's $20, then it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Then it's a different perspective. Then you're oh, okay, I've got 13 games. Mm-hmm. If you at least like 4 of them, $5 each. You know what I mean? Then that's probably worth it. But that's kind of the mindset. I guess what I'm trying to say is that not that they're worse games when you have multiple. They're lower value games, mm-hmm. and they may be weak on their own, but in a collection they're great. And you get Donut Dodo, but
right.
That's what I'm trying to. But something like this, you can see why it stands alone. You know what I mean? It was just such a great experience.
Yeah.
and it took me a few hours, and yeah.
And I would argue, like, yeah, okay. I mean, I had a great time. You had a great time. I would
Yeah.
wholeheartedly recommend it for people to give it a whirl. Now, I know for a fact that it's just not going to be for everyone,
Of course.
but
Of course.
but I still would say if you want to see where maybe things are going, like in the essence of like Blaze doing these kind of like interesting things with the Evercade ecosystem, then I'd be like, no, you got to look at Full Void, because one of these, there's many paths that they're going to be going in the next year, in my opinion, Blaze, for all of the new carts that are going to be coming out, right? I can guarantee you that they're going to do this again.
Yeah.
They're going to, there's going to be another one single game. It might be in a different genre,
Yes.
but I would expect it to be of the caliber of this. Like 100% a game that's going to be like a tentpole, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be out of nowhere, like this, like Full Void. So it'll be unknown to us. Like maybe coming out this year. I would expect that. And
and see what's great about
if they can find a project like this,
yes,
and really get behind it, man, that'd be awesome. Now, here's the one thing I would really like, though, and I know it's hard because it's Evercade and we're a small ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
This next game, how awesome would it be? Would it be if it was Evercade exclusive?
Yeah,
you get a one of, all right, and then the added benefit of getting this one of is it's only on Evercade.
Well, haven't they technically done that with the Duke 1 and 2 though?
Yeah. Well, you can technically play Duke 1 and 2 non-remastered anywhere, right? But yeah, the Duke 1 and 2 remasters are technically exclusive.
Yeah, but no, I hear what you're saying. Like, if they could find some like small indie studio and say, hey, where we want you to develop this game. And let's say like, and I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say they go to like PCSD, like the people who did like Alien Cats and all. Like they might go to like one of those developers and say, hey, the terms of the catch is it can only be for us, but because it's just you and it's just this one game, we're going to split it like 50-50, or we'll give you 60-40. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or give you dev resources or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like there would be like a higher profit. Dude, I think that they need to, or exclusive for a time. Yeah, I really hope that they do that.
I would be okay with that too. Like first year totally exclusive kind of thing.
Well, the one thing I think
that would draw people in to the Evercade ecosystem to come and get the game.
I think the one thing that'll always be exclusive, even with Full Void, is I think that's the only way you can get a physical copy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like they're not going to do like a limited run games and all that. But to your point, like I would love that if they said, "Here's a new, But see, the tricky thing is, as much as we would love it, they couldn't do like a single cart exclusive and have it be like the Katie version of Pac-Man. I mean, while that would be great, it wouldn't be worth like just $20. It wouldn't be like that big. But they could do like a bunch of like arcadey carnival games like that. But it would have to be like 10 of them or so. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love that if they.
I mean, it's one of those things. Also, like I get it now.
Yes.
Like I get why this is a special edition.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
like, Very cool. Very cool. I'm glad.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you took a leap of faith. I'm like, trust me. I'm like, just play it. You'll be glad you did, because and then like a year from now you may come back, but just like I enjoyed you watching you play it. Like you'll enjoy it if you see like your kids play. Like it's like so much fun. Like I enjoyed watching you play it again, even though I knew. And this time I was really paying attention to like all the little details, like seeing that you were kind of play it and be the one thinking. I was enjoying seeing all that other stuff that maybe I hadn't seen as much detail.
Yeah.
But dude, that's what when I rated this, that's why I gave this as an S tier game, because I'm like, yes, even though you maybe can't play it again, it's this the emotions and the experience. Like I really couldn't find any faults with it except for that minor thing, but it's not really a fault because the game is, because the game is the way it is. It's meant to kind of only be played once,
right?
Or maybe or the replay value isn't as much. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Like I could see maybe going back to this once a year. Like I could see,
Yeah. So the cool thing about it, you could do speed run. You could do. I mean, but there's the achievements, right?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
you can go back and get the achievements, and that's cool, and that's built-in replay.
Okay, so there is there is actually, that's why there's little replay, but it's still there. Like I think like when I made my video, then like most people commented, they said they played through it twice, the first time and the second time for achievements.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and
But,
I mean of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of 11. So, yeah. That's crazy.
yeah,
You know,
for me,
but-
like I didn't think I would enjoy such a short game, but that's why for me, like playing games like 4 to 8 hours is like a really good length
Mhm.
to beat a game, like, you know, for like time wise to still keep my interest.
Yeah.
And all, you know, and all that. Yeah, good. No, I'm glad we could share this. That's why I'm like, dude, you just have to experience it. It is the Evercade effect. I mean, it's just, yeah, the emotions walking through it. I felt good. I never felt like too frustrated. You can see like you know, like you just got hung up on one of those two little puzzles, but it was just, you know, but it's like it wasn't playing like out of this world where you're on let's say you're on step 49, you die and you go all the way back to like step 10, and you're like, no,
right. Yeah.
If you die on step 49, you go back to like maybe step 47. So it's like
Right. Yeah, no.
You know,
I mean,
so much.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, man. It was good. I mean, and I'm glad we did it. We got the thing. I really enjoyed the fact that this is a completion quest.
Yeah.
We got it done in 2 episodes.
Yes.
That is not going to happen up here.
Yeah.
Just to put it out there for everyone.
Yeah.
That is not happening in 2 episodes.
It'll take a while.
But the cool thing about that though is, we've got some stuff. We got some stuff for that one. So I can't wait to dive into that. But
heck yeah. But the other reason I wanted you to play, because like there's just like, I don't know, some moments in Evercade where even, let's say, you know, like you said, not everyone likes the game. I would hope everyone would respect that. Hey, this is a different type of game, kind of like with Glover, right? Like maybe it's not the N64 game that you were hoping for, but just the fact that it can run.
Sure.
You know, it's kind of a neat geeky moment. Does it mean there'll be more N64s? We'd hope so. But even if not, just the fact that it was able to run on this device, just even like this indie game was able to run in full, like, you know, in 16 by 9 with no slowdown, no glitches.
I think there's no question that we're gonna get more N64. You know, because again, the fanfare was too much. There was too much fanfare for just Glover. You know what I mean? There's no way. There's no way we're not going to see more 64 games.
Who owns the rights to Sin and Punishment?
I'm not sure. I want to say, wasn't it like Konami or like Bandai or something like that? And like, I think it's somebody that's, you know, not amazing to go and get stuff from.
Dang, I swear that's like the best or one of the top like N64 games. I remember like back in that game, I think it was like 1,200 Wii points. I don't know. I remember when I saw that. And I was like, and I never regretted getting that, because it was just like such a unique rail shoot. Like you use L and R to move left and right across the screen, and then you use the trigger in the middle to aim, aim at things, and then you press one of the buttons. Like it's like it works like with a GameCube controller. It worked like really, it worked like the best.
Yeah.
Probably an N64, but yeah, that's why I can't wait. Maybe, you know, I should tell Blaze, hey, because it's my birthday in April, like y'all need to, like, if y'all did get like a big like heavy hitter, you need to release it then. I don't know. They wouldn't listen to me, but yeah, that's
or at least announce it.
Yeah. At least announce. But yeah, that's this thing this year. Like it's ever exciting. It's even more exciting. Like Sunsoft 2, I'm like so pumped about that.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other like non-Evercade games that I'm excited about coming out. Not necessarily. I don't know. Nothing I can think of yet, except if they I don't know when Hades 2 is supposed to come out, but I kind of feel like I still need to beat Hades 1. See, 1 before that. And then I'm sure by the time I need it, it'll go on sale. But yeah, Dead Cells is great. Especially the Castlevania expansion. But here's what's crazy though, right? Because normally like the Dead Cells expansions are between like you know, on average $5, but that one was like $10. But like that was actually like I didn't care. I paid some things like that, paid full retail. But what you have to appreciate with that, like you get to be like Alucard, like, and there's like the whole Castlevania level and the music. Like I think like it's like guess what I'm saying is like Konami, like they gave them they gave like an indie game the license to do like whatever.
Right.
So it's like I get that maybe like Dead Cells is more popular than ever or known than Evercade, but I'm kind of thinking, come on, Konami, if you can do that,
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
give Blaze. That's what I'm trying to like. Give Blaze the license.
And who knows? Who knows? Right? So, but anyway, we are blown past the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
So it is time. It is time for at least me to go.
Yeah.
Hit the hay.
I think in another 2 weeks, I think Karg is back on. I think we're back on schedule now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I'm totally in agreement there. We're gonna have all sorts of other cool stuff. We'll talk about all sorts of neat news stories, I'm sure. But yeah, man. But before we go, do you have anything else that's coming out? Or I mean, it's Evercast, but
yeah, we've got Evercast Saturday, and the next week, will be like my first impressions of like the C64 collection. I know that'll be my next video of diving into that, and then
very cool.
and then after that will be the 2 week. It's kind of like the 2 week follow up to into Heroes 3. Then the next 2 week follow up to C64, and then usually around then the next carts come out. I'm sure there'll be like another announcement or reaction. Then the cycle continues, and I love it. And then between that, I'll be jumping on live streams and whatnot.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot. You know what, though? That I forget who else, but like that adapter that you told me to get, like a few other. Who was it? Like, was it Taz? Like, I think like a few other people like have like gotten gotten that. So it's cool. I like when people ask us about our setups.
Yeah, man. Very cool. Very cool. So, and as far as things around here, we're still chugging away. This is March. It's the month of dew. So, hey, what's going on, Chinjo? So we're going to continue to do all of the things here. We've got Polymega stuff coming out. We've got Atari VCS stuff coming out. We've got more Evercade stuff. We're going to be doing Fun for Fives on single games on Evercade, trying to catch up there. But of course, now that we've done and completed the completion quest for Full Void, that'll be a full episode thing, probably coming out over the weekend, and then we're right in there. We're going straight for Phantasy Star. We're going straight for Phantasy Star. So that'll be a live stream coming in probably at the very beginning of the next week, and then we're just going to keep rolling.
Are you going to do what you did with Golden Axe Warrior and like print out like the maps and get like an FAQ?
Yes.
And awesome.
Yep. And Starfighter 76, shout out to him over on the X. The maps are there.
Oh,
so
cool.
We're gonna print out the maps, so I'll have them ready to rock as soon as we get to beginning that. And of course, like for all of Palma is like embedded in my brain from when I was a kid. So even though I won't need the maps so much, we'll have them anyway. And then we're gonna go through. We'll find a nice walkthrough. And then we'll get it done.
That'll be great, because I imagine you'll make similar videos. You'll do some live. You'll do some live here, and then at the end you'll have like massive 12-hour video, like part whatever. I don't know how long it'll take you to beat it.
Oh, it's pretty long, but
cool.
not. I don't know if it's going to be as long as Golden Axe Warrior, because I have so much experience playing Phantasy Star that I don't know if it's going to be as long, but it will be fun. So
yeah, you may not even need the walkthroughs as much. You might only just need the maps and be like, oh, I remember this. I have to go here, there, and there.
Right.
That'll be cool to see how much you can remember.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Okay. So, I guess with all that being said, we got to thank everyone here for watching and being a awesome part of the chat. Thanks for going on this journey with us. And finishing up Full Void and talking about that. And we will catch you guys next time right here on Calling All Retro Gamers.
Thank you.
I'm Rich. That's Ed. We are out. See you guys.
Calling All Retro Gamers.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.